My grief hit the most when I lost my granddad, and when the nights were lonely, when all I could think about was my own thoughts.
It was hard, her not being at the end of the telephone to tell her things, when the kids did something, when they walked for the first time, when they said the first words.
Once the depression stage has passed, it was acceptance that I found the most difficult, having to accept the fact that the person I loved was gone.
Accepting that you're never going to see them again, that you can't hear the voice, you can't talk to them.
The main thing that helped me was my family and friends, and having the support system that was there for me no matter what.
Without them, their love and support, without just the little things, the daily things that you need to do, I probably would have sunk into a very dark place.
My favourite memory has to be the time that we travelled up to Scotland to go and stay with Granny and Grandad, and we were sat in the living room whilst Joe and Grandad went out to the shop. They came back and handed us all a family bag of Haribo strawberries.
I had lots of favourite memories with my mum. Like I say, we did everything together. We'd spend the day out shopping in town. We'd go to the pub. We'd have lunch out. We'd have a drink. We'd have a laugh. And she was always my biggest supporter. But it's hard. And even now, 15 years on, there's still times that I think, oh, we'll just tell my mum that. Or, I wish mum could see this. But she can't. You never actually get over losing somebody close. You just have to learn to live with it.
There hasn't been a point where grief has hit me that I have become consistently grieving, I think would be the expression. There is probably an air of acceptance that my dad has passed away. So I think the reality of my grieving is that I haven't allowed it to take over or surface. Nothing has been there to remind me. I've spoken to my mum and my sister about things that you see every day that would remind you of my dad, and I think maybe the next time we go home, that might, and likely will, resurface things. Little things when you talk about how he was when we were going to football, where we had to park the car, what we had to have for dinner. So what gets me through, and gets me through most things, is the ability, I call it an ability, to take information on board, decipher whether it is something I need to recognise and deal with, and if it isn't, then there's a little part of my brain that I lock things away.